Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ignite, Inspire the Story. My name is Barker, and today we are going to be using this storytelling game, Dialect, a game about language and how it dies, to brainstorm some characters in our story. This is one of the most beautiful books I've ever owned. I've read a little bit through. Look at that, jeez. I love this. I love bold colors. I've read a little bit through the rules, and you basically create a language and create a culture behind that language, an isolated culture. It's gorgeous, and I'm excited to play it. But for now, we're going to use the cards that come with the game to generate those characters or those ideas. It's possible that the ideas might shift from characters to something else, depending on what cards we draw. But we'll see where this goes, and we'll find the fire together. Just going to give these a shuffle for a bit. Okay. Think about the characters in your story, the protagonists maybe. Which one, if you had to pick, do all the others look up to? What have they done in the past that has made them deserving of this reverence, this leadership role? And in what ways do they now currently inspire the people around them? What benefits come from this? Periodically, do the other characters surrounding them find themselves fighting better when around them? Do they find themselves more inspired? Are they willing to follow this leader to the ends of the world to accomplish any mission? Is the leader the one that brought the whole group together, or someone that emerged from inside? On the other hand, in what ways is this role detrimental to this person? In what ways does being the leader make it more difficult to live? What happens when, during one of that person's more difficult times, another character, not one of the protagonists, but another character asks them, hey, what do we do next? What do we do now? And what's going to happen in your story when somebody from their past approaches, and it's someone that seems to take all the wind out of their leadership? Maybe a love interest from the past. Maybe another leader. Someone who once served as the leader's authority figure. They arrive, and all of a sudden the leader falls back into a subordinate role. How do the other characters feel about that? In what ways is that person, this new person, going to reach out to the leader of this party, of this group of people? Are they going to send them a note, a letter, a package with a gift? Maybe a note inside the package with a meeting location, a place that's hidden, discreet, but also in the package maybe a set of rank insignia, maybe a trinket from the past to remind this leader that we've just brainstormed who they are without having to sign their name. If it's a military figure, maybe a set of colonel ranks. If it's a musical figure, maybe the bow of a violin. If it's a religious figure, maybe it's a religious symbol that was once draped around the neck of someone of neither the leader or this person sending the message. Maybe it was someone that both of them cared for that died or was lost somehow. Maybe the object itself is one that you can communicate through. Maybe it's some sort of mystical crystal or ion stone that you can utilize to speak telepathically with whoever holds the twin item that's in this package. But over time, the leader that we've created is going to realize that the person from their past, their leader, is different than what they remember. This probably won't be a sudden realization, but one over the course of days or weeks. What's different about this person from their past? Do they seem nervous? Do they seem like they're running out of time? Do the palms of their hands feel sweaty when they shake? And does that sweat insinuate some sort of fear? Maybe the sweat coupled with the jitters suggests some sort of addiction. How much of this new information will it take for this leader to maybe start saying, nope, I'm going to go my own way. You're not in charge of me anymore. But before then, until that moment happens, how will this affect the other characters in the group? Will they notice the issues this person has before their friend, their companion that they've spent so much time with, that they would walk to the ends of the world for? Would they start doing some research on their own behind the back of the leader, trying to figure out what's the deal with this newcomer? Maybe they would find out some hard truths about the history between their friend and the newcomer. What is that hard truth? Is it something that happened years ago? Maybe a battle, a fight, some sort of disastrous decision that led to innocent people being hurt? Or is the hard truth more recent? Is it related to why this newcomer seems a little off, different? Do they have a family member that's being held hostage by some greater entity? Are they in debt to somebody and they have to pay it off before they can release this hostage? Is there a bounty on the head of one of these members in the party that is otherwise unknown, but this person was sent out to collect? Now ask yourself, this newcomer, in their heart, are they a good person? Do they want to help this group of people led by this leader, this leadership figure? Do they want to warn them of something? Even if they are manipulating their former colleague into helping them release their family member from captivity, or pay off their debt, or swindle them into running right into the hands of these forces that are looking for them, that put this mark on their heads. Even if they are doing that, if they're a good person at heart, what will it take to turn them? What happens when they do? What happens when they realize the cost of their actions is worse than their ultimate goal? Do they redeem themselves? In the last possible moment, do they draw swords with their friends, their new friends? And the once led becomes the leader of this newcomer as well? Or will they flee and hide, afraid of repercussions of their actions, afraid of what this leader might do to them for reinvigorating the memories of that hard truth that we discussed earlier? And lastly, will the rest of the characters embrace them, bring them in as one of their own? Or will they cast them out? Will they determine that they don't belong? They're too dangerous. Perhaps that is part of the story that we have yet to see and will be decided by the characters more than the storyteller. Either way, thank you for tuning in to Ignite, Inspire the Story. My name is Barker. As usual, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. And most of all, share this with anyone you know that could use a spark of creativity, who has a fire to find. Whether this led to you creating characters or a new character that has joined the adventure, or some other aspect or element of a story. So thanks again for tuning in. I will see you in the next video. Until then, be the master of your own game.